Good morning, Magic fans. Welcome to part 2 of my MagicCon Chicago signed card recap video. I was unable to find a Chicago playmat, so we're going to use the Dan Frazier Mox Sapphire playmat again. I was able to find 2 copies of Mox Amber in the marketplace yesterday, and I was able to wait a couple hours in line to get Steve Badin to sign both of these copies. I had to track this one down from one vendor and then track this one down from another vendor, but we got this postcard, Black Lotus postcard by Steve Badin, and the 2 Mox Ambers. These add 1 mana of any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers that you control. It's pretty cool. Really great card. Glad we got those yesterday. We also found the other Steve Prescott, who did this postcard and some cards. We've met both Stevens before at IlluxCon and other Magic Fests. This Steve Prescott did this artist card in the D&D set. I like that a lot, the Blue Dragon. And the Sapphire Drake, this is actually a artist proof, blank on the back. I just had Steve sign that, and then I had him sign this Lost Caverns of Ixalan card. I was doing some reconnaissance on seeing if the surfaces of these newer cards sticks the Sharpie, and it does not do it very well. You have to kind of rub the card a little bit or put an eraser. Dan Frazier uses a pencil eraser about 30 times to kind of prep the surface for signing. Then we headed over to Alex Brandwin's site, and she had these life counters, which were pretty cool. So we picked up one of these. It's a spin down. It goes up to 999 life, but you can use just 2 of them if you're only using 20 life. Very cool. Then we got some cards signed by Alex. These 2 Water Wind Scouts. These are also from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, but we found out that the Posca pens stick really nice. These are just done in 2 different colors of blue, but Posca pens work really nice on the newer cards. Then we found our old friend RK Post, who signs quite regularly, but we picked up some tokens. RK has a nice selection of tokens. These are 2 copy tokens with a little Spider-Man on it. Cat token, another knight token, human token, and a treasure token. So I keep some of those in my collection. Then we have some thought vessels. These RK also numbers because he signs several of these. So this one was number 73 and 74 from Commander Masters, and then 194 and 195 from Commander Legends, and 3010 from Commander 15 and 3011. He's selling over 3,000 thought vessels from Commander 15. Wow. And then we have the full art borderless thought vessels from Commander Legends. This is number 400, 401, 402, and 403 right down there. Awesome. And counter spells also. This we got signed in Vegas, but we picked up a few more here in Chicago. And these are numbered at the very bottom: 1775, 1776 on the non-foils. Then we have 253, 254, and 235 on the foil versions. And then 1 copy of Inquisition of Kozilek signed in gold. Very cool. Then we waited also at least 2 hours for Elena Danner. She was very popular. This is her sleeve. I had her sign these Path of Ancestries and Posca pens, but in different Wooburg colors, just like that, single signed. And then 3 copies of these full art swamps, and a Rejuvenating Springs in a 2-color blue and green because it taps for blue or green. And I also picked up, this is an artist proof that I had her shadow sign, and it was a shooting star foil, so this will go nicely with our shooting star foil videos. That is blank on the back and looking awesome. That's Elena Danner, very popular artist. I wanted to thank all of these artists for their time. They were very generous with their signing. It was nice to meet all of them. We had some great conversations. This was Tyler Walpole, who did Scour the Desert from Modern Horizons 2. And I picked up some tokens from Tyler, just like that. Oh, and there was, I thought there was another card, but maybe not. There it is. Sorceress Spyglass from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Again, the surface is kind of glossy, so the black Sharpie didn't stick very well. So we went over it with silver just to try to make it kind of stick. But like I say, watch out for Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Those cards are very hard to sign. Justine Jones was across the hall there. We had her sign these Showcase Fireballs in red. Those are awesome. And then we had also picked up a artist proof. This one's number 13 of 47, blank on the back, and some art cards and a token, all by Justine Jones. Love those. Similarly, we went over to Phil Stone, who did the Lightning Bolt borderless showcase from Baldur's Gate, Commander Legends Baldur's Gate. So these are Phil's shadow signatures. Got a playset of those, and then a playset of red signatures, and then a playset of black signatures, just because I like different colors for different decks, and some gold signatures. And he signs the art cards on the back right there. That's Phil Stone. It's great to meet him. That was the first time I saw Phil. Then there was a Secret Lair Lightning Bolt that Brigitte Roca did, and I looked all the vendors. I couldn't find any Secret Lair Lightning Bolts, but she had these tokens, so I picked up this and her business card. But I did find a booth that had a bunch of Secret Lair cards, and so I was able to pick up some non-signed Frank Frazetta Secret Lair cards from my collection. I was missing the foils. I did have some other regulars in the mail, but I'll add these foil Frank Frazetta cards to my Secret Lair collection, even though I couldn't find the Secret Lair Lightning Bolt that Brigitte Roca did. And speaking of Frank Frazetta, I was reminded that a lot of Jeff Miracola's art kind of reminded me of Frank Frazetta, so I stopped by Jeff Miracola's booth, got him to sign a shark token, some of these newer borderless cards in colored Poscas that match the art on the card. I did get a playset of these Lancer cards. These reminded me of the Death Dealer, and he had a token, soldier token, that really reminded me of like Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer here. You can kind of see a little bit of resemblance, kind of homage to Frank Frazetta there. Very good work there by Jeff Miracola. Also some tokens, art cards. This was the gold signed version, and I just had him add black to make it look shadow signed. And these were just the regular ones without the gold. And some other dragon cards, dragon tokens, and there he is, Jeff Miracola. I think that was it. On the way out of the convention, we ran into Talia Bess. Had Talia sign this Liliana Bess from M15. That's her favorite Planeswalker, so she signs it right there. The only thing we really didn't get signed on Friday or Saturday was the Professor's cards. So we'll head back today on Sunday before we leave, see if we run into the Professor, try to get Prof to sign those cards for us. I think he played in the Game Nights Live on Friday. He might have won. I haven't seen the results yet, but there was some activity and action on Friday night, so he was probably busy, probably couldn't sign a lot of cards. So I'll see if there's any scheduled signings today, and I'll try to stop by and get him to sign those. But that was it. That was my great adventure on day 2. I'm gonna head back today and play some sorcery with some friends of mine. I might document that a little bit and do a video about sorcery at MagicCon Chicago. Appreciate everybody for watching the video today. Thanks for following the adventures in getting cards signed by artists. This is all my tips and tricks sharing with the world. Hope that helps you in your organization and collecting of signed cards. Collect what you love, be good to the artists, tip them when you're in line. They work very hard, sometimes 9 hours straight without breaks, so treat them well. Have a great day, and see you in Vegas. Bye, everyone.